Well, everybody, you heard that sound. And if episode 34 wasn't for you, we're going to flip the switch, try episode 43 for you. Listen in and tell you what you think on this one.
That's right. I was confused as I was like, "Whoa, we went way backwards."
Yeah. Yeah. Did that make sense?
It did. It did. Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
I got it.
That's all that matters.
But whenever you started, you said if 34 wasn't good for you. I was like, "What?"
Oh yeah, like 35.
Yeah. I know. I had to wait for you to finish, but at first I was like, "Man, we just talked about what number it was."
Yeah. No. It's episode 43, everybody. I was gonna continue to do the presidential thing, but I don't really want to be Trump. So
You cut it a couple short at least.
yeah. Maybe I might hit his second term since there's some shit going on that I could make fun of, but
Yeah.
figured this one right here would be better just, nice and raw. Let us all feel it.
And I think you might get in trouble if you try to be Obama. Because you're white.
I almost tried to do the voice. I've never even
I think that would be fine. I just think you can't do the face.
Okay.
I think that's off limits.
What if I get a mask?
That's fine. Do you remember?
Isn't that funny?
Yeah. Do you remember? Well, I guess you wouldn't remember. Whenever I first moved to Glenville, you were still out in the sticks. I mean, I guess you folks still are, but it was before I knew you. Every year Nathan would dress up for Halloween. Like, I don't know if it was every year, but it was at least back-to-back years, which I thought was funny enough, that he dressed up as a president.
That's
He
hilarious.
had like the whole suit and everything and the mask on.
I could see him going all out for those two.
Mm-hmm.
That's so funny that he chose president. You know that was old Jim's doing.
Yeah.
Nathan probably wanted to be something fun, and Jim was like, "Son,
You're going to be the
Harry-
president of the United States.
yeah, come
You're
on."
going to be George Bush, goddammit.
We're trying to
I don't think he'd say goddammit, but...
Probably not. That's a good point. He definitely not. But he does believe in directing your future at all points in time. So that's really funny. Yeah, you're gonna be the president. You got to educate these folks while you're getting the candy. Let them know. I bet Nathan learned facts just to learn facts. I bet Nathan knew some shit about some presidents back then.
Knowing Glenville, I bet some people just fucking told him. Like, they popped up this 10, 11-year-old boy dressed as George Bush, and you have some old super right-wing man, "Oh, buddy, let me tell you about old fucking George and his daddy." And they gave him like a whole backstory. I could see that, at least at like 2-3 houses, I could see it happen. No person in particular, but you go around Glenville like enough, and you start asking about Republicans, people are going to be like, "Dude, you want to talk about, we'll sit down."
Yeah. Glenville is not, you could either get people that talk positively or takes it negative, like, would want to just rip you.
Yeah.
It's really funny how the politics in our
it all depends on if you stumble upon a college professor's house.
Yeah. Well, actually, ironically enough, Gilmer County's voted Democrat in all major elections for a very long
Really?
time. Glenville itself is Democrat. It's the outside communities that are more Republican. It's really funny. I didn't think that growing up. Yeah, it does once you hear it, but man, I never would have thought it growing up. I thought everybody was like the same, honestly. Like, that's bad to say, but
yeah, it is crazy. Like, it's so easy to think that when you're younger. And then you get a little older and like, I mean, we had the internet, of course, and you get a little older and you realize like people definitely aren't the same, and then you move away. I even moved far. Shit, I moved a few hours from home, and just that little amount, like, you can tell how different people are.
yeah.
It's like,
Yeah,
I
it's
couldn't
really
imagine other side of the country. You know what I mean? Like, this country, our country really has like fucking 6 countries in it.
Yeah.
Like, not in terms of like nationalities, but just in terms of like different layouts and, like just all kinds of different shit.
It goes all the way down to accents.
Yeah.
I mean, the way that we
really
pronunciate is crazy.
Yeah.
It's really funny that you say that, because I don't know. I was probably watching or listening or something, but I also think of us as a country with many I think of us how Europe is. Like, yeah, there's a lot of countries that are part of Great Britain, but there's a lot, like, they're all separate, but they're a part
Yeah.
of this one. I feel like that's how the states are. We just consider it we just had different terminology for it.
Yeah, like it's a country as a whole, but it's there's so many different just fucking outlooks and even like landscape, you know what I mean? Like it just
Even
you
you think about it, the policies, like, state has the right to have their own rules and laws. So, like,
yeah,
they really kind of are. Man, yeah, we're just our own little countries. That's all, which
it's
also
weird.
makes sense with like the pride thing that happens here. Like, we're prideful state to state, like they are for their soccer teams. It's
Yeah.
your own.
They got a lot of soccer teams over in that motherfucker, dude.
Oh my gosh, I don't know how many they are, but I agree with you that there are a lot. It's probably way more than I could even think of because of how many leagues there are too. I don't even know how many leagues there are. I think what
Yeah,
are there?
I don't even know. There's a giant number. There's
See,
like
that's funny. I was gonna say 3 or 4, so that means that there's a lot more than that.
there's four in England. There's four in England, and that's not to count all the rest of Europe.
Dang, that's crazy. Now I'm just curious.
Yeah, there's in England. There's the EFL League Two, EFL League One, the EFL Championship, and then the Premier League.
Holy shit, yeah. Well, 31 countries. This is probably upwards of 1,000.
That's nuts.
That's wild, dude.
Yeah.
Holy, yeah. So, yeah, that's how we are with states, except we're actually less loyal than that because there aren't that many for people to love.
No.
Well, that is interesting. What a way to open it up. We love talking. We love talking. Oh, I have uh, I have a pamphlet that I pulled from the nurses' station during one of the festivities last weekend that I was hoping to go over. It was a new game that it's downstairs. I might grab it during a break or push it to next week, but it's called "Are We Binge Drinkers or Alcoholics?" And we're gonna pull the tabs, read off the each, and see what we personally identify with. Little knowledge on the Backroad Banter.
That's awesome. I don't think that thing's advertised as a game, but we should definitely make it one.
It's not. That's why, as soon as I saw it, I started giggling and thinking of this podcast. And Joey was like, "You're not going to read that, are you?" I said, "I'm going to read
Fuck
this
yeah,
twice." So I read it once, and now I'm going to read it for the podcast. Turns out, I fall on that thing, which is surprising. Because I didn't think I was neither a binge drinker nor an alcoholic based on the consumption amount. But textbook definition, folks. I'm right there with the worst of you. Actually, no. I'm right there at the beginning.
Yeah, I
of
was
the worst
about to
of
say, I don't think we're there with the worst of them. But
you. No, correction. I'm going to be honest. I just want you guys to feel included. We at the Backroad Banter crew, we do not discriminate nor hate. We simply love and include. So that's what we're all about.
we try our best.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. We need that disclaimer in there. Thank you.
Yeah, we try
Yeah,
our best.
yeah. That's a good disclaimer. That's a good disclaimer. All right. All right. Let's get into this weekend. What did you, or into this episode? What did you do this past week, Wyatt? Or I guess this weekend, maybe, depending on what you did.
That's a tremendous question. I quit my job and I went back to my old one.
Oh, did you really? Ah, well, congratulations. That's good.
That shit sucked, bro. It was a long drive. I was driving 80 plus miles a day. I think my drive to work was like 42 miles or something like that. It was an hour. It was I live in, you know where Cannonsburg is because you pass it on the way to Pittsburgh, but you don't know where Lower Burrell is. I live in Lower Burrell, which is good 25, 30 minutes north of Pittsburgh.
Yep.
So I had to make that drive to and from every day. I wasn't doing well. It was really stressing me out. I hated it. I went back to my old job. It was like halfway through Tuesday. and I texted my boss, and I was like, "Hey, did you guys happen to like fill, your spots, like any of the spots? Because like I don't want to do this shit anymore." I was like, "I really want to come back." And then his first response was, "You always have a home here."
Nice.
And I was like, that. I was like, that is why you leave your jobs on good terms. If you're a good employee, that's why you don't. No matter how much sometimes you might want to, that's why you don't fuck over your old workplace, because you never know when the grass won't be greener on the other side.
Yes, very much so. Very much so. Well, that's good, dude. I'm only saying that not because I like him do it. It's because when you try something new, it's like I text you. You're trying something new, and in your case, it's a completely different industry. It's not just like a new job. It's literally something completely new, and now that kind of wasn't for me. Whether it was the sales part or the actual industry itself, gave you a little bit of knowledge and something that hey, I no need to jump at these jobs anymore. Doesn't matter what it's pays.
Yeah, it's good to rule something out. It's funny because it's something that I would have given more of a chance if it were closer to me. But I was like, dude, I'm not like I was still making a base pay, which is good, but like commission wise, my base pay was the same as the job that I went back to. Basically, it was pretty close. It was a slight pay cut, but my idea was, the commission will compensate for what I'm missing out on, and then after 2 weeks of driving to and from, I was like, dude, I can't do this.
It was putting you more in a hole than what it was. Yeah.
It was fucking up my money more than what I was already doing beforehand. So, yeah.
Well, especially thinking that it was supposed to be it was a way to make an extra incentive almost, or an extra bit.
Yeah, it's a thing that's definitely a good opportunity for some people. I'm not trying to tell everybody to rule it out, but know what your things are and aren't. And if you got to try them to find that out, then so be it. I learned what one of mine is not. I'm just not cut out for it. It was almost it was, but it wasn't. What I'm about to say, but it almost felt like it was just kind of like swindling money out of people. I'm like, I don't like this. I don't like it doesn't feel honest, as cheesy as that is to say. I'm like, yeah, like if I do good, sure, that's great, but can I really like sleep well at night knowing that, I've financially ruined these old people?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So was it roofs or solar panels, or what was it?
It was their main thing was roofs. It was like all home remodeling. That was roofed windows, siding.
Yeah, it's so funny that you say that. The cost of roofs over the last 2 years, as with everything, has jumped like 40-some%. So I know whenever I was selling roofs with Hunter for a few months, it blew my mind on the first day whenever I found out the price to just do, because it does it by square. And that's just crazy to me, because I totally agree with you. I could not imagine what the cost is now. So I am totally on board with you. As much as roofs are needed, I don't know.
Like,
that's very kind of you, honestly. It shows a lot about your morals and character in terms of money's nice, but if I feel guilty for it, it's not that nice.
Yeah, because it wasn't even a thing that I was thinking of like, oh, I can't do this, it's wrong. It was, it wasn't even me trying to be like high and mighty, but it was just like, it felt wrong.
Yep.
I wasn't trying to just be like, oh, I couldn't do this to these people. Like, it, you get one or two, especially when I was training and I was going around with the dude I was training with, and I was like, listen, you're good at this job, but I don't really like how you did that. Like, you're kind of just not taking no for an answer.
Yeah. It really pushes that salesman kind of stereotype of maybe being personable, but lacking personality.
It was just being a bullshitter. Just being a bullshitter. Like, that's all that...
really?
That's all that some of those guys are, just bullshitters. Like, they're good dudes, I think. For the brief amount of time that I knew them, I didn't meet anybody that I hated.
Yeah.
But it was just like, man, I can't find that switch where I don't look at these people as people. Like, I can't look at these people like my paycheck. Like, they're fucking people. Like, I couldn't help but think, like, when I'm going around and knocking on these people's doors to talk to them, I can't imagine how many of them are like, what the like, who's here? What is this? You know, and then they look out the window and they see me dressed like a blueberry. That's what color my shirt was. Yeah, they're probably just like, I don't want to talk to this fucking big angry looking dude with this goofy shirt on.
Yeah. Well, the shirt color is a warm, inviting color. That's why they chose it. It makes people psychologically want to talk with you or be more willing to. So
really?
That's why I find it funny that you called it blueberry, because blueberry is kind of a sweet fruit that, in my opinion, gives that same personality of like, man, you see those few blueberries at the end of the bar? Let's go talk to, like, I would talk to some blueberries, whereas something sharp like a pineapple, I might stay away until they got friendly. So, but yeah, that color really is, it's a warm, inviting color. It's like,
but yeah, it was,
that makes sense.
It was another thing too that frustrated me was, we got kicked out of multiple neighborhoods by the police.
Oh, that would be
because we were going around to places where we needed permits and we didn't have them.
Yeah,
I'm like, why are you sending it? Yeah, I'm like, why are you sending us out here without permits? If like I understand if you don't know that you need them, but if you're sending us out to a place, don't you think you should probably look into it?
Yeah,
it's not hard to do. It's not hard to check at all. Like, if you don't want to go through that extra mile to check, like, what else are you not doing?
It's also your due diligence. This doesn't have anything to do with roofing, but just going from a surveying aspect. I, as a surveyor, whenever I was a surveyor, as long as I'm on job, like, and I have a reason to be, there is nobody on this planet that can kick me off their land. I can choose to leave because you threaten me and I get scared, but you can't actually make me leave. But the reason why that is because our office has to send out a letter to your address that's saying, hey, there's going to be some people coming around. So to me, it's that same due diligence of like, hey, you know how I have to send this letter so my guys don't get yelled at?
Yeah.
I have to check to make sure that, and it makes sense in your guys' area. In West Virginia, there are only 2 neighborhoods that have like housing, like real housing ordinance. Like 2 major neighborhoods or cities. But I feel like it's everywhere up there. I feel like that would be a normal thing, especially in cul-de-sacs, like suburbs.
Yeah. What sucks is if you really want to go to the places that have the money, you have to go to one of those, and then the people are just like, "Oh, well, you don't have a permit."
I think,
or the cops will be like, "Hey, you don't have a permit."
It's really funny. I see what I'm picturing by you saying that is Andy's neighborhood down in Taze Valley.
Yeah,
and
that's what a lot of them are like.
I know, like, there's only 2 options. People don't know Andy, but you're either gonna get an Andy to the door who's gonna welcome you in and want to talk about what you got, or you're gonna get the old neighbor across that's gonna just try to run you off, or just is done with you, not gonna answer the door, and just call the cops on you because what are you doing on at my house in this neighborhood? You don't belong here. You know, almost like it is a judgment thing, but I guess if they're judging you right, then I don't know. It's weird, but that makes total sense, dude. It sounds like you had plenty of reasons to not enjoy it, honestly. Like, that's the biggest thing. And if you're not enjoying it, that's the hardest thing. Like, making money, that's where I'm at with this job. It's what I was actually just telling my boss and coworker today. Like, I've been asked by too many of my friends and, like, people that I care about how I do, and it's always the same answer, and it's enough to where, like, man, making money's nice, but also enjoying what you do, or at least
not hating your life.
Not hating what you do makes a huge difference, because then it's not carrying over into everything else. And as an adult, it's too easy to do that. And so a little self-reflection here recently has really showed me, like, pat the brakes on what you can be upset with, and look, you know, just be appreciative, because there really are, you know, it could always be worse. It can always be worse.
Yeah, 100%.
But that's good. So are you enjoying being back at your place now?
Yeah.
Are you guys happy?
I sure
Were they
am.
happy to see you?
Yeah.
I figured they would be.
My boss didn't tell anybody that I was coming back, by the way, which was a awesome play on his part.
Yes.
That was fucking sweet. So he texted like my supervisor, my team lead, because he was like, "Hey, this dude's sick. Like, we're gonna be shorthanded tomorrow. Are you gonna be able? Or do you have anybody that you can send us?" And my boss just answers, "Don't worry, I have a plan." And this was after he already knew I was coming back.
Devious little SOB there.
I walk in Thursday morning, and they said, "What the fuck?" They were like, "What are you doing here?" I said, "I'm here to work, goddammit."
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. You should have came in a suit and tie, and whenever they said, "What the?" you should have said, "I bought the place, guys."
That would have been sweet. I don't know why I didn't think of that.
Just for 10 minutes, get your boss included on it. Be like, "Well, guys, I don't have to introduce you to the new owner, but that would be so hilarious."
That would have kicked ass.
It took you a week to make enough millions to where you decided to buy the company you just
That would have
quit.
been so funny. I'd been like, "Yeah, guys, I was doing pretty well. I can't lie." I had a pretty fucking good 2 weeks.
Bad news is, guys, I've already changed company policy. If you decide to leave, you have to pay me severance.
Yeah, and you're all fired.
Dude,
oh my god,
so
that would have been mad.
That
funny.
would have been hilarious. Yeah, that would have been. So
I could still do it now. I'll do it. I can do it tomorrow. Nobody's gonna believe it as much, but I could do it anyway.
Dude, if you could get that on video, that would be just put your phone in your top pocket. That's what I'm imagining right now. You throw up the hands. Well, guys, I bought the place.
That would have been funny as
so
fuck.
Funny. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm so dumb. Well, that's good. You get into anything else?
No, because I worked over the weekend, so just to make up for some lost time.
Yeah.
So no, I didn't really get into much else. I worked. Only day I didn't work last week was Wednesday, and that was just whenever I took my uniform back to my old job. So I worked at the old job Monday, Tuesday. Wednesday morning, I took my stuff back, quit, because I had already gotten rehired. Like, they told me I could come back Wednesday. Like, I talked to him Tuesday. I made the first message Tuesday afternoon. Tuesday night, I get a call like, "Yeah, you can start tomorrow if you want." I was like, "Well, I'd like to, but I really got to take this stuff back, or they're gonna like probably take it from my last paycheck. Like, I don't trust these guys. I haven't been here that long." So I made sure I took my stuff back. Then Thursday I went back to work. Worked Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Sunday was pretty much me just doing laundry and collecting myself after the week, and then yeah, so nothing of note other than I quit my job and then went back to my old one.
Yeah. Well, that's good though, dude. That's it's actually a pretty big week still, but I'm glad you're back somewhere you like, and hopefully going forward, I know you're filling out an application.
Yeah, I'm trying to drive larger machines than I drive now for like real money. So that's
trying to do trucks.
That's my next goal. I don't know exactly what I want to do yet. I just I'm applying to an operators union. So
nice. Heck yeah, dude. Learn to run some equipment.
Yeah.
That'll be nice.
Yeah, run some people over and shit.
Yeah, I would not do that if you want to keep your job, but if you want to make the news, I would do that.
That's true, yeah. I could be the next killdozer guy.
I'm not gonna lie, that would be pretty cool. I could tell my kids about you. I'd cut out the newspaper clips. I'd make a scrapbook of Wyatt.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do it, but it would. I don't encourage anybody to do it.
Could. Still could. Yeah. Well, dude, the homecoming's over. Luckily, I worked a whole bunch last week. Good. What else did I do? I'm just trying to think of what I did. I worked a whole bunch last week. Couple things to shout out. Homecoming game went okay at Summersville, but
our homecoming game at Way Far Away did pretty good.
Yeah, I'm wearing this, but I'm still gonna give them a shout out because it was free. Even though W fucks with my shipping. Monster Energy came and did an event with our esports. I think our esports is going to end up being sponsored by Monster Energy. Our esports.
That's really cool.
They're stupid good this year. We got a new guy in. He's super young, but he is very, very good at what he does, and I really like him. So hopefully he continues to do good for the university. But Monster Energy event. So I just went and took photos for an hour and a half and got a bunch of free Monsters, like a bunch of free Monsters. So I've been drinking Monster for the past week. I'm out. I'm back on Dubby. Don't worry, Dubby. Don't get hurt. But last Monday, Monster just released 2 brand new flavors of their energy drink, and these are special flavors because there is no artificial sugar. It's all 100% cane sugar that's used. Very sweet. It's very good. There's an orange dreamsicle and then something that's like a blue raspberry-ish. Both are like no lie, fantastic. The blue is off the charts.
Is it?
Yeah, I have a picture of it because I was like, that's good, but I didn't think I'd remember to keep the can. So I was just curious. I'd like to see. Electric Blue is what it's called. It is very good. Definitely worth trying. But that was cool. And aside from that, I just worked a whole bunch. Got a lot of work in with my drone. A lot of time in flying my drone, doing stuff with videos and whatnot. So that was cool. They finished the amphitheater. I took from 7 feet up. I went up to like 300 feet, but I just did a continuous circle. So I paused my video and took a screenshot for people, or for my post. But that's what the amphitheater looks like now.
That's awesome.
In terms of area.
It did get done before Grand Theft Auto 6.
Yes, it did. Which, it's not technically finished, but it's usable, you know. There are
it's more usable than Grand Theft Auto 6.
Where each of those legs are on that, there's going to be light poles, and it's really cool because those light poles are hooked up. Those light poles change colors, dimness, and turn on and off with, like, you can plug in your music. So they can put activities out there, and it literally turns into like honestly, like a bar, like a club. It's really cool.
I have a question about the college, by the way. I'm sure you've already heard your fair amount of this, but I don't work for or attend the college anymore, so I feel like I can talk a little bit of shit. What's with the fucking bat signal that they have?
Our amphitheater
shooting into the sky. Yeah, is that where that's coming from?
It's fun. It's coming from Clark Hall. So that was a big project that Mansion had started. If you saw any video on Facebook, go to Facebook, check out Glenville State University, and, well, first of all, check out their Facebook, because that's your boy. But there's a video of it turning on and off. We had to do it because my drone was dying, so I had to make him hurry up. Or I'd have Laura make him hurry up. But it has that turning on. That's the Clark Hall light. That's one of Mansion's big projects. Obviously, he's got 1 million, but that's one of his big ones. That was a big donation. That light goes retardedly high, like ridiculously high in the sky. It can be seen from everywhere. It really is a bat signal. I made jokes about getting a film to put bat signal over it.
Yeah.
But apparently it was... That light is so powerful that it can't, because it'll burn the film and then catch the building on fire.
Oh.
That light is so powerful that I can't fly my drone over it even at the height of the cupola, and the lights are on the base, without it destroying my light. If you put your hand over top of it while those lights are turned on, for more than like 3 seconds, I think, is what Chapman said, you literally start burning your hand through its skin. Like, it is ridiculously powerful. But it's just a big project, and there's that one guy on Facebook that's making a big deal about it. Here's the thing. I agree with you. It's a little ridiculous.
Much.
Nothing else he said is accurate. FAA. Guess what, idiot? We had to get it, a bunch of paperwork approved from the FAA. They know about this light. All flights going near us know about this light. It's not a big deal.
That's also, I did see somebody argue that, and I'm like, you really think that's something they didn't check?
Yeah.
Like, I do understand and agree that I think it's a bit of a eyesore, and I'd like to see the stars a little better. But you really, like, it's not fucking with flights.
Yep. Well, here's the next thing. Here's the next thing. To your point that you just made, which is a valid point for people that haven't seen it. It doesn't obstruct any light, any stars whatsoever. You can see the stars directly beside it. Because this light literally shoots a beam straight up in the sky and only straight up in the sky. And though there are three, the three combine for one beam. But it's such a small... It doesn't block anything. You can still see the moon. It only makes it look more beautiful at night. Like, you will love... Like, you and Jocelyn will be really shocked. And I think it will impress you guys. Because I had the same kind of same mindset to a point. It's cool. It's cool as crap.
Yeah.
Like, and seeing the college. Oh, I don't have a photo of it. Dude, the amphitheater with that light together. Easily the most beautiful D2 college campus in West Virginia, but a top 3 now. And once the football field's done, it'll be even more. It's crazy.
Football field's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
The first thing I saw whenever I saw the picture of the light is, dude, somebody up there just summoned an Egyptian god card.
That's funny.
Fucking Yu-Gi-Oh!
That's awesome.
Said somebody just brought out Obelisk the Tormentor or some shit, man.
Yeah, no, that was just us flipping the light, turning it on. It's really dope. You'll see it if you guys, next time you come into town, if it's night, you'll see it turned on because you can see it from a while away. It's really cool. It's not at all obstructive. It really is.
I need to see it in person.
The way that I look at it and the way that I want everybody to look at it is, for 153 years, Glenville State College, Glenville State Normal School, and Glenville State University has referred to themselves as the Lighthouse on the Hill. For the first time ever,
that's what they
actually are a lighthouse on the hill and an identifier of this is where you can go for higher education. So, like, as a marketing point, it's on. I love it. Like, I'm all over it, you know. But as a citizen, I was very subjective. I'm with everybody, but it's not bad, and everybody likes it. It's a cool site. Makes us something. Yeah. I
do want to see it in person because I want to, like, form the opinion for myself. Like, are these people just bitching just to bitch, or is it valid? You know what I mean?
These people bitched before they could actually see it on. They bitched because they saw my video posted on Facebook the day later. Because guess what?
They bitched because they knew about it.
Yeah, because they didn't get on Facebook and complain about it the day before when we actually lit it up at 7 p.m. all night long. Yeah. They waited until the day after when I made the post of the video that I made. So, and that's my thing. My boss, I didn't know about it. My boss texted me and my coworker his screenshots of his comment, and I'll just say it because I don't want people to think that I'm a hypocrite in any way. I said, it sucks PR-wise, but that guy has a very, very good point through and through. Because, in my opinion, as somebody that didn't have the information or accurate information, he did. He was just going off of basic knowledge of, okay, yeah, I'm not going to be able to see outside my house if I live in town. It's going to attract stuff, and overall, it's kind of just a waste of money.
It's going to attract fucking Batman is what it's going to attract. I think that's what you all got to worry about.
Yeah. But... And that's the last
Mr. thing. Incredible or some shit.
I hope it does. Dude, it's so funny because lit up, while they were lighting up, so it was getting dark during the event, on all Science Hall, Clark Hall, and LBH was maintenance workers, and I literally made jokes to the guys that I was standing beside as soon as it flipped on. Like, you could see the guys just standing up there looking, and I was like, look, it's Batman, guys. They all just started cracking up because he was looking at the light like, I'm here, Jim. Where's it at? Where's the bad guys? It was so good. That's
funny as fuck.
But yeah, it's a valid point, but everybody should make their own consensus because it's not like you would think it would be. Let me put that. You know, it's not it's not wide enough to really obstruct
the people that are bitching about it are like just bitching about it to bitch.
If I remember, I'll take a picture of it and snap it to you tonight, just so you can even see it from my house through a picture to see what you think. You know?
Yeah,
that's cool though.
Yeah, I'd like to take a look at it from Mom's house as well, because it's so far from your house. We'd get a completely different view.
But yeah, that would be so cool.
I'll probably be at Mom's house next weekend, maybe.
Oh, nice! Hit me up, dude. I'll be around. Oh
yeah, I gotta go meet the new cat.
Oh yes. See, I'd like to meet the. I need to go over to see you anyway.
Oh, fucking Big Cheese. It's not his name, but that's what I'm gonna call him forever.
What is his name?
Mom said she called him Simba, and she just did that on accident, because he responded to it.
Oh,
I guess he was fucking with Ollie. And then Mom said, "Down, Simba," and then he would stopped and looked at her, and she was like, "All right." She said, "All right, I guess that's it then."
Even cats know that that's a great one's name, so when you're called it, you got a high calling.
Yeah, but he's Big Cheese. That's what I'm calling him.
Yeah, I'd love to see that guy. That would be funny. What else? Just to finish off. Oh, we got Layla tested. Layla's allergic to life. That sucks.
That sucks. She's one of the babies that's allergic to everything that moves.
Cats, dogs. Dogs are bad. Like, really bad.
Probably just more hair.
Yep. So those are the two animals.
Eggs, lives with milk. Two cats.
Yeah. Eggs, milk, whey, and wheat.
Oh my God, bro. Y'all are going to be eating straight meat.
I already do. Not in that way, guys. Stop looking at the camera like that, you perverts.
You're gonna be eating meat and candy, bro.
Beef. Some beef. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm putting her on the Justin diet. Oh.
Right? Fucking
That's so funny.
Steak and Twizzlers, brother.
It's so, yeah. The thing is, we've already, we went shopping this weekend for her diet. It's very doable. Especially today. We're really lucky. The only thing is it's motherfucking expensive.
I bet it is.
Oh my gosh, bro. It's disgustingly, it's awful. So that happened. Also, I bought a car. That was cool. Me and Faith bought a car. So that's cool. Yeah. I needed one. We went down early Saturday to Beckley to look at this car before the game, and luckily everything worked out. I was able to buy it before the game. So
did you bring your special discount weapon?
I did not. Luckily, I didn't need it. It was at such a good deal, and then we got them down 500 more.
It was at such a good deal, they pointed a gun at you. They said, you better buy this motherfucker.
Take this thing. So, yeah, it was really cool. But I got me a grandma car now. I got me a 2013 Buick LaCrosse.
Oh, shit!
So, yeah. You know what? I don't have any pictures of it, but the dealer guy took a picture of it, which is funny, because this was a used car. And this was a, $8,000 car. Not expensive.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
But the guy took the picture of it you guys care if I put it on Facebook as a win? And I'm like, fuck, yeah.
Do what you gotta do, brother.
Do what you gotta do, man, for your sale. But, I just sent you a picture. Everybody can see this picture. Check out wife. Check out my wife. Check out my cool sweatshirt. And then I guess you can look at the car too. But check out that cool homecoming sweatshirt. I should have wore it, but I'll wear it some other time.
Oh, it's silver. Mm-hmm. Dude, we should actually just race through the streets of Glenville in our silver cars.
It's really funny. I walked out to my car. I like saying it. I walked out to my car. I have a car, guys. I walked out to my car, and I actually thought, I was like, man, this does kind of remind me of Wyatt's Chevy. It reminds me of your Cobalt. But yeah, so a nice little grandma, not little, it's a big car. It's got so much space. I could put 3 golf bags, 2 bodies, and a goat with freaking cream cheese on it. Literally everything inside the trunk and still have room for my baby. It's cool.
Could you put a goat with butter on it instead of cream cheese, or can it only be a goat with cream cheese?
I could put 2 goats with butter on it because they'd slide easier.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, dude, I'm not going to lie. The Buick LaCrosse is the goat hauling machine. I'm gonna get a sticker of that made up.
Try to cut a deal with them and see if they'll let you put that in an advertisement. They're like, what? No.
That would be funny. I'm not gonna lie.
That'd be a fantastic ad if you just had a couple of dead people and a fucking goat.
You know what?
In your pubic lacrosse.
Oh, that is hilarious. Darn it. I don't know. I'm just going to send you this because I made this up and then I figured out my phone. I can make images, stickers on my phone so I can send them as text. Let me send a sticker. If your phone's in dark mode, it'll work. Whenever you click on it, you'll like see it. But I made that as a sticker and it looks... I'm going to have it made. It's got a blue background for it. It looks a lot better being full and blue. But
that's cool. I almost want to say that should be our new logo, but I like our original logo too much. Our original logo was like that shit was a home run right out of the gate. I never did give you enough credit for the original logo. Like the one that you'll find at the hold on, what side of this? The one that you'll find down there?
Yeah.
Where you're at?
I don't know, honestly. It'll switch, but yes.
Yeah, it'll go back and forth. It always does.
That one is a graphic design. This one is 100% drawn, and I actually drew this based off of an old Steelers shirt design that I had found.
Really?
And I was just like, oh yeah, I could do some stuff with this. I'm working on different things with Glenville for just for I don't know, random Glenville shirts and stuff. You know, it's really cool.
It's nice. I like it.
Look what I made a sticker.
Yes.
Awesome. I could just text that to people now.
That is awesome.
Yeah, I'm going to go in and I'm going to color the Backroad Banter black so that they can actually read it at this size. But I thought that was so cool.
Dude, it's really cool because, like, I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but if you look at... Sorry,
I can see your text.
That was a message with my mom. You look at the...
That's awesome.
That's funny as shit, dude. It just shows up the little guy there.
That's dope. Yeah, so that's going to be my new thing. I did the little jug of, randomness. I said a bunch there. Sorry, guys. Very random.
I found something the other day that I sent to us. I sent it to our group Instagram because I remember you said it, or our podcast Instagram. I remember you said it. But I wanted to send it to us to remind me to ask you about it.
This was...
Every man beats his meat, but very few truly defeat it.
Wasn't that, what's that, Albert Einstein?
It was Aristotle.
Aristotle. I knew it was somebody with an A.
It was so funny because I found that like the day after we recorded, I think. And I was like, it's just so funny that this popped up here. I'm
telling you, it's how it goes. I don't find words of wisdom very often, but when I do, they need shared. It's just that actually, I'm not gonna lie, a little bit. I'm starting to really think on what Wyatt just said, guys. That kind of terrifies me. That it took less than 24 hours for something so specific to pop up on me. That's well, as somebody that does marketing and does social media marketing and understands the back ends of it. Access that we have as a university in terms of public information would absolutely does absolutely terrify me, but would absolutely terrify me if I was the public that didn't know. Because there is a reason why I constantly apologize to my phone, because I don't want anything ever to come back on me.
I was with this this is a few years ago. I was at this little friend gathering back when I first moved up here. It was and weren't my friends, but I was at the gathering nonetheless.
Was it
one of them was my friend, but
was it the Juggalos? The gathering of the Juggalos? Oh,
no, that'd have been crazy.
That'd have been a good one.
But I was at this thing and this dude started talking shit to his iPhone, or no, he didn't start talking shit to his iPhone. He started talking shit about like China or something, and then he was like. And then he looked at his phone sitting down on the table and he goes, "I'm just kidding. I love China. They're great." He says, "They're like my favorite."
See, I do that. No joke. I'm that psychotic. I do that, but what I do, I don't do it in a funny way. I pick my phone up and I literally just say it. That was a joke. I'm just making laughs. I'm not doing, like, I talk to it and just reassure it, like, hey, calm down. I wasn't trying to arouse you. I was just
Yeah.
tickling the nip.
Yeah,
Just getting the tip.
don't put me on any list, and for the love of God, don't fuck up my Instagram algorithm.
Mm-mm. Please do not. Yeah, don't screw up my algorithms, man.
Yeah,
That's
yeah, don't make it a bunch of horse shit unless it's funny. Oh man, yeah, that was. You know what? I wanted to get some Snapchat stuff ready for the day, but uh, oh yeah, we didn't talk about that. I guess the fucking Amazon Web Services killed everything and everybody. People weren't able to work. People weren't able to go to school. Not at all people, but like some people weren't able to work or go to school or play video games or use their cell phone for all the
create
things that they have it for.
content. You could.
Yeah.
It was so much shit.
Yeah, a group of guys couldn't record their podcast a day earlier.
It's funny. I was talking about this content, but it messed up my work sites too.
Yeah, yeah, you told me about that.
My website, or my online graphic design sites weren't working. I could still use my software, obviously. But yeah, it was a mess, dude. It was a real mess.
It was fucked. Yeah, Amazon Web Services, it killed everything, and my Snapchat has just come back to full health today. Like yesterday, it worked in a sense that like I could send messages, but I couldn't get any of my memories to pop up, which was the thing that I wanted to go through on here. It wasn't fixed until like this morning.
Yeah, I didn't. I kind of even forgot, which I have memories, but they're not appropriate. Um, but
Yeah, I'm running out of funny ones, and it's almost getting to the point in my life where it's like just a bunch of Ollie. Which nothing wrong with Ollie, but like
yeah. See, that's
really
why mine.
funny. Yeah,
They're entertaining, but literally just to us. You know what I mean? But you saying that reminds me. Last week I had texted you and said I have a poem, and I've got a shit ton of poems that I've written. Like literally, I've written so many. I may be turning partially gay, but before
good thing you already have a wife and kid.
That's right. They're gonna hold me down. I'm gonna read Grandma. Because you said Snapchat, which made me remember. So,
oh yeah, I'm gonna have to mute my microphone for this one, because I'm gonna be hooting over here. I'm sure.
For anybody that may listen, I just want you to know this will not be a regular occurrence because I do plan to do something with my poems, but this one would just fits in too good and will be a transition. We'll call it. So, an original poem by Justin Emerson, Grandma. In the parking lot is where the idea came to light. I thought for a second and said, yes, I might. Messing with a buddy, it is oh so fun. If you include their grandma, it adds to it a ton. Maybe start with something serious, make them seem oh so real, then say you cannot discuss in public as it brings you some fear. Ensure that you will call him once he is alone, then dial up the number and hit him on the phone. Knowing that he's worried, seeing me feel oh so raw, then hit him with the I fucked your grandma. It'll break the tension. He will likely be mad. But the joke is on him, 'cause you could be his granddad. An original poem by Justin Emerson.
That was awesome. That was a good one.
They vary in lengths, as do I. But the whole point of them is... to make them laugh, but based on real stories. Faith is amazed with how quickly I come up with stuff, and I figured out, like, I can't come up with stuff that's fake unless it's just wording. But with poems, I can make up some stuff based on our real experiences. And,
dude, is it possible, Justin, that you're on, like, the extraordinarily productive end of the autism spectrum?
Very much so. It's really fun. Very, very much so.
Very much awesome.
So. I do way too much shit all the time. 100%. And I'm constantly adding stuff. Like, it is so funny. 100%. Like, if anybody can see, green are the ones that are like finished.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's just the start. But like all of these are poems. Every single one
Holy
of these are
shit.
poems. And it goes down below those green ones to some more. Like I'm telling you, it's crazy. It's just random too. It's just whenever they pop in. I'll be driving down the road, whether it could be, it's literally 6 in the morning driving back from dropping Layla off, or it'll be 5 in the afternoon. I'm driving down the road, and all it takes is thinking of the first part of it, because they're not all like dumb and, or they're not all dumb and funny.
That's funny as shit.
But I got one about fishing with my grandpa. Like, they're all real stories. It's just some of them are funny and some of them are not.
Did you see or hear Dalton stop in?
I did not. I was looking down. Hi, Dalton.
He's not in here anymore, but he walked in. He was standing right behind me for a minute. He was just like staring.
Well, darn it.
He's got his computer here, I believe, but we gotta get him in on this bitch. Maybe for a Halloween one.
Well, what's funny is what you can do if he has it on his phone or on his computer, you can log in and just add it add a camera, and then he's just added in as an extra camera, but it'll still pick up his sound and stuff. Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, that was supposed to be my transition. I don't know what it's going to transition to. But
well, I could sit here and talk about football. Football's got me pretty pissed off. I lost to Dean, by the way. I was Dean.
I saw that. To be fair, Dean has never. That is a crazy amount of points. Like
161 for Dean. Yeah, like
I haven't scored that much this season in any league. So
he the week I play him is the week that the Eagles receivers are like, yeah, f it, I'll do my job.
Yeah, I'm a champ. I'm a Super Bowl champion. I forgot that.
The Browns defense, 26 points. Jordan Addison, 21.8. Not really very much scoring from the rest of them. I had Devontae Adams, who had 26.5. Chris Olave, finally, he had almost 27. He had 26.8. I didn't really leave a whole lot on my bench other than Zach Charbonnet, but I lost by so much that he wouldn't have made any difference.
Yeah.
In my work league, I've lost my second in a row, so I'm 5-2. I'm 5-2, and I'm 1-6. I'm projected to win this week, actually, in my work league, but I don't know about ours.
I have scored the 7th lowest amount of points, so I suck at scoring points.
Yeah, I'm gonna get the shit kicked out of me again. Oh yeah, that's awesome. I don't have Jaden Daniels. Yeah, he hurt himself.
Yeah, I'm screwed. I'll have to swap out my defense.
Yeah, I'm fucked. I'm gonna have to hope to God that I don't finish last place. You know what though? Just to save my ego, I'm gonna say that the rule changes did what they were meant to do, and now everybody's playing and kicking my ass. So I don't think it's a total loss here because everybody's playing. You know what? Instead of being upset that I lost to Dean, I should be proud that Dean has set his lineup for 7 consecutive weeks, and it finally paid off.
Whether it's because he is a sober person for the first time or not, we got to give him props. I agree. Because he is still being regular on something for the first time ever, which is very good.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's an anomaly. It sucks losing to him, but he scored so many points that it's like, dude.
It was another one of those.
Sealy probably could have beat him.
Yeah, Sealy, Craig, and Ty were our top 3 this week. Not in that order. I think Craig was number 1. I think he had like 180.
That's insane, dude. Yeah, I'll never win the championship just based off of points.
I'm hoping to break my slump in my work league. But I don't have Puka Nacua. Don't know if I have Lamar Jackson back yet. On running backs, I might as well have like a 3-legged dog. Yeah, I'm up Schitt's Creek without a paddle in my work league and both leagues. I'm looking rough, but My record's at least good in my work league. Like this season, despite what my roster looks like right now, this season is salvageable, but not in our league. I'm fucked
Yeah.
in ours, dude.
I think I'm doing better in ours than I am my other one. But it is what it is. I don't really care about fantasy football. It's just something to keep me close and something to keep me into the game.
And then I would like to talk about the Steelers too, but they disappointed me as well. They lost to the shitty ass Bengals in the goddamn Senior Citizen Bowl. Aaron Rodgers and Joe Flacco banging it out.
Balled out. Dude, it's
oh
so
my
funny.
God.
I was bragging on Joe Flacco last week. Well, because I'm a Pittsburgh Steelers diehard, I could not let my quarterback go up against them. So I dropped him and picked up Aaron Rodgers. Very last second. And it still worked out because Aaron's.
Now, I was about to say you probably still did fine because he threw 4 touchdowns.
Yeah, I did 25 points for him, I think. Like, it was insane. So I was like, that's okay. But it also is like, I'd rather have him scored 10 points than the Steelers lose, especially the way they did. Because it was there were so many times that they was like, man, they're making this. This is going to be a comeback. And it wasn't.
I'm definitely willing to admit when I'm wrong. Aaron Rodgers, I was wrong. There's specifically a clip of me on our stuff talking about how I don't want Aaron Rodgers here, and I said that like we pre-recorded like we always do. We recorded like 10 hours later. He got signed by the Steelers. He got signed by the Steelers, and then the episode came out, I think, the day after that. But, yeah, I was wrong. I'm willing to admit when I'm wrong, especially whenever it does good for the Steelers. Our problem this year has been the defense. Our 2 losses that we've had, we've given up 30-plus points.
Yeah.
Like, you shouldn't, like... Now, the Seattle loss, we only scored, like, 17. I can understand still losing that game. We sucked across the board. But we should not have lost to the Bengals. Like, how the fuck... No disrespect to Joe Flacco, but we just got too much talent defensively to give up 30-plus points to the Bengals.
Yep.
To be getting shredded by T. Higgins and Jamar Chase.
Yeah.
And Chase Brown, who I put on my bench. He only scored 12, though, because he didn't do shit receiving. But he had like 100 yards on the ground. He was dog shit going in. He averaged like 2.5 points per... or 2.5 yards per carry going into that game and ran right over top of us. Like, what are these guys doing?
Yeah, that's crazy.
The Steelers can never play like a full season. Like, if we have a good offense, our defense is bad. If we have a good defense, our offense is bad. We can't ever put all those puzzle pieces together for one game.
Yep.
You know, like the games that we do win, we win because one side of the ball went above and beyond.
Yeah, that's exactly what happens.
Every time. It's never we play good offense and we play good defense. If we win, it's like, oh, we play killer offense, but the defense sucked. Yeah. Or we played crazy defense and took the ball away 5 times and the offense sucked. Like, that's all of our wins. It's never like, okay, both sides of the ball did their job. It's when we win, it's always one side of the ball did their job and then some.
It's really, what's really frustrating for me is that the Steelers are a very average football team, and I want to remember them with the persona that they had whenever I started liking them, and that kind of people instilled as like, they're the Pittsburgh Steelers. They're rough and tough, know how to play, like basic football, go out and do it. And it's really funny that you say that because, yeah, honestly, probably since 2018 haven't played good offense and defense.
No.
Like, you haven't had... Man, that's really depressing. Especially with... Thinking this year specifically with who we have, like Hayward's gone in 2 years. TJ Waddle, we're losing his best years. He'll end up getting injured.
I think he'll go most of his career, if not all of it, with us. But yeah, like you said, we're wasting him. Like, it doesn't matter if, and I don't want to say it doesn't matter. I'm always gonna I'm always gonna say, this guy's one of the best Steelers of all time, like hands down. But yeah, it's a damn shame that you have the one of the there are three teams, there are three franchises, or there's two. There's only two. Sorry, I got ahead of myself. There's two franchises that have 6 Super Bowls, and the Steelers are one of them. And you have a once in a generation guy like that, and he doesn't get one. Like it's a damn shame.
What's really sad about it is that like his brother didn't either, and they're both so good that
legends.
It's just.
At least his brother played on a franchise that has never done it.
Yeah, so it was like it was more of a thing. Yeah, he would have gotten more praise if they had one because it would have been like, he brought this there. Whereas,
but it's like there's a winning culture here, and we're just not doing it.
Yeah, yeah. Football's depressing. Sports are whatever. Basketball starts back. The Cavs jerseys are dope.
The throwbacks, yeah, dude. The blues.
Yes.
I wish we would have brought back all three of them. I wish we would have brought the white, red, the blues.
Yeah. But I like the start of this just because it's better than nothing. And I think they realized that what era, even the era that the Cavs were better, which would have been the 80s, those jerseys, as cool as they are, they're not as iconic as LeBron's. And it's just because of LeBron.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what's funny? I think those older ones are more iconic, and those are not the ones they won the championship in.
Yeah,
the ones they won the championship in are the really I loved them. I really really liked them. I can't wait until those are throwbacks in 10 years or whatever.
Yeah.
But I really like the yellow one. Just the plain like the two stripes on the shoulders, calves. Yep. The yellow one was sweet. It was
with
like
the maroon lettering.
Yep. It was like my favorite Cavs uniform. It might have been my favorite Cavs uniform of all time.
Really? But these ones are mine. These blue ones that they have on, and it's only because they were wearing these whenever the LeBron taxi cabs came out. And for anybody that doesn't know, I'll throw a picture up right now. The LeBron taxi cabs are the LeBron 5s, and they're a specific colorway. They're just a yellow and black one. I was just obsessed with them for whatever reason as a kid because I liked bright shoes. So that's a weird memory, but it just popped in my head.
Yeah.
I don't know. Random.
That, you know what? I think that's a good transition we could do into. The Cavs don't play tonight, right?
I don't believe so. I didn't see them on the schedule. I only saw one post though. I think
it's only 2 games. I think it is 2 games. Warriors, Lakers, Rockets, Thunder. I will probably watch Rockets Thunder. It's on at 7:30. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Watch nice. KD and the new threads, but I think that's a good transition into because that is another idea that I popped up. So I think we're about due for another bracket.
Yeah.
Especially with basketball coming up. So I have some ideas. Okay. I'll throw them out to you here, and I want to see which one you pick here.
All right. So take some notes here.
The one that I came up with just now, before I forget it, is basketball uniforms. The best basketball uniforms that you can think of.
I love it.
In NBA specific. We don't need to be digging through hundreds of college teams because that'll take too long. And we'll end up changing our answers 8 billion times. So, best NBA uniforms. And not like a set, not like a home away all not like a home away alternate, but like just one set of uniform. Like how I talked about the Cavs yellow one. Like I'm probably gonna throw that in my list already. Yep. But the Cavs yellow one, that like just that for example. So you could also think of like the Cavs black one with the sleeves, or the Lakers whites that they used to only wear on Sundays or whatever. Yeah, they still might do that actually. I don't know. And then but that kind of thing. Not like all uniforms from
any time, any year
from a time period. Yeah, just one set of uniforms. Yeah.
Yep. One design.
One right. So that's my first idea. That's my first idea. My second idea, I had this the other day when I texted you and told you I had a bracket idea. The best sports nicknames.
Ooh.
Because I was sitting there playing 2K, and I was doing the NBA eras thing, and I drafted Kevin Durant, and I'm sitting there playing and just shooting and, fucking scoring points and what have you. And then I think to myself out of nowhere, I remember when they called this guy the Durantula. And they haven't done that in a long time.
That's funny. I only remember him as his, like, handle or whatever it was, Easy Money Sniper or whatever.
Yeah.
That's
I think that's still his handle on everything, yeah.
That's so funny because that's such a kid thing, but then he still is technically exactly that, so why change it? That's funny. Yeah, I like that. I haven't,
And then another one, the third one that I thought of that I'll let you think about here. Since next week is Halloween, best Halloween costumes.
For adults?
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do best Halloween costumes for adults. Yeah, because we can do best Halloween costumes for adults. You bring in kids, you get way too many things. Yeah. And then also you bring in kids, I think Power Rangers ends up winning, right? So, are kids Power Rangers anymore? They better be.
Yeah, they are. There's so many there's so many adaptations still. And now that new movie's coming out. Yeah, that's cool. I like all of those. I really enjoy all of those. Man,
it's a hard decision to make, yeah.
So the sports nicknames I think would be the hardest, and though fun, least fun. Basketball is relevant. I think adult Halloween costumes, because we can do basketball any time during the season, and that would fill out one. But that times perfectly to, if we happen to wear costumes or dress up in any sense next week.
Yeah.
I like that. You know what? Yeah, let's go with that one. Let me mark that down. Do you want to... Yeah, let's do a bracket of what? A Sweet 16 bracket? So a bracket of 8 each?
8 each? We're doing Halloween costumes, you said?
Yes, sir. Adult Halloween costumes.
Might as well.
Okay, sweet.
You know what sucks is I don't know if we can Google adult Halloween costumes. We might find some crazy shit. We might have to Google Halloween costumes for adults.
I'm gonna Google best and most hilarious costumes for adults.
Yeah.
Or no, you know what? Never mind. I'm gonna keep that to myself. It might be a secret to win next week's bracket. Never mind. Ooh. Or it gets me disqualified. One of the two. We'll find out next week on episode 44 of the Backroad Banter podcast.
Yeah, and I don't know if you have anything else, but I thought of one more thing we can do. I don't.
Okay.
I do have something to review.
I'm sorry.
We'll save that for dead last. But I know you usually write down these questions. I have one question, but I want 3 answers from each of us. I thought of this question the other day. Yesterday, when I was working. Because when I'm working, I just think of bullshit. And I thought we might have asked this question in some sense before. But if you could go back in time, say, how old are we? 28? If you could go back in time to 16, what, if anything, would you do differently? Well, we'll alternate here. 3 answers each. I feel like we might have discussed this. I don't know.
I think because I had asked, what advice would we give 18-year-old?
Yeah. No, if you went back in time, if you, like, straight up, just imagine you can get in a time machine, go back in time, you're 16 years old, you know everything that 28-year-old you knows, and you know everything that is going to happen for the next 12 years. Like, the timeline does not change other than whatever you do to it, what you know. So, like, what would you do differently if you were given the reins right now? Or if you were given the reins at 16 with your right now brain, knowing the knowledge of 2025 Justin?
Well, honestly, I would have taken college classes in high school as number one. Um, I would have looked more into my degree field. And I probably would have told myself to quit smoking weed and drinking, even on the little accounts that I did at the time, just to quit until I graduated high school. Just so that I had the idea and understanding of what breaks and tolerance was, but also what the importance of understanding your sober mind, so that I would, it's taken me a really long time to appreciate, like, as dumb as it sounds, to appreciate sobriety, like,
yeah,
so those would be the three things, and it's real. Like, I want to go with fun. I could probably do funny stuff, but I'm gonna be honest. Luckily for me, nothing I did that was funny or life learning has negatively affected me long term to where I have to look back. Like, if I wanted to be dumb and do short term, I'd be like, don't have our buddy send that package.
Maybe, yeah, that never did anything to you though.
Yeah. Aside from wrecking my car, I would say don't drive to Calhoun that night. Whenever I wrecked my Rabbit the next morning.
Yeah.
I'm glad I did, because I learned so much, and I told myself after that night, like, dude, you don't need to do the things you're doing, and also, you know what? Walk until you really learn your lesson, and that's what I did for years, and I think it helped me. So it's really funny. Like, I could easily go to real life lessons, but I think more than anything, it's just the things that would make right now a little bit easier for me.
Yeah.
Like, because it's what I'm very proud of. Like, whenever I think about you and us and me and all of our friend group, like, I'm very proud of the individual. Like, I tell Faith all the time, like, I have no problem talking about anything that I have done or that I did, or that I have thought about doing, for the sole fact of the person that I am now, and
it's very different. Yeah,
the morals that I have, the life that I lead, and the values that I present to people, are so much different. And then on top of that, it's like, well, okay, the people that maybe do these types of things, pot smokers don't necessarily have to be AA and A. You can also be a straight A student who goes to college, who does these things. And, that's what I like to look at our friend group as, not necessarily in smoking weed, but just in the variety of things that we're doing, and then literally all coming from the same place. It's like, dude,
yeah,
it's another thing where I go back, and a couple weeks ago, I talked about that comparative thing, to where I'm constantly comparing myself, and it makes me sad in certain aspects, but it's a good thing at the same time, because it's an appreciation method, kind of like what I said earlier. It's a way to appreciate really the things that you have now, and be like, man, I don't know, I'm sitting pretty good, like, at least in these areas, and just to look on the bright side. Like, it's really odd. I don't know.
Yeah.
So if I were to be, so it would just be those major things of, like, hopefully giving me not necessarily a different experience in life, but a better outlook now on what experiences are.
Yeah.
If I could, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that does make sense.
Well,
yeah. See, I like yours. Yours are a lot more serious than mine. Well, a couple of mine are serious. One of them, all of them are serious in the sense that, like, I would legit do it. But there's one of them that's kind of funny. It's not even
excited.
It's not even really kind of funny. It's kind of funny that this is what made me think of the question. The thing that made me think of the question was, damn, I should have bought Bitcoin whenever it was real cheap. I should have got paid back when I was working these fucking 16, 17, 18-year-old jobs, living at home, not a bill to pay in the world, and I should have taken like half of every paycheck and just bought some Bitcoin. Yep. And I'd be sitting extra pretty right now. I wouldn't have to do anything.
Yep.
But that's what made me think of the question. That's funny. That's like my least serious one.
That's funny, because that's something that I would think of, because I am like, every single day I check my personal stocks, I check my retirement accounts, I check my IRAs, like my individual ones. Like I do all that's so fun. That is a question I would think of, and I never thought to ask that, or I never thought of that as like a
Yeah.
dude. That's a good one, honestly. I feel like
Yeah.
most people can kind of will be like, ah, fuck, what were we doing back then? I was drinking, I was smoking, and I was not looking up my phone for Bitcoin. That's for sure.
Didn't give a fuck about Bitcoin, and I guarantee you, if I would have heard about it, I'd have been like, yeah, whatever.
Just for everybody's personal knowledge and why ours ourselves, I own a small fraction of Bitcoin. A few years ago, I was talking to people about investing. I know about stocks and bonds. I don't know about cryptocurrency, and that was my point. I gave people advice on stocks and bonds, and they gave me advice on what they heard from this girl about Bitcoin.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck ever. Well, I invested $10 into it just because I was like, I'm going to watch and see what you say. I should have invested everything that I had because right now that $10 is at $46.50. So it's up nearly 500%. But Bitcoin itself, you said let's just look when we were 16.
I don't even know when it started, but I know that, like, if I could go back in time, I'd go back to before it started.
When we were 18,
it was probably like $3.
It was sitting at $700.
Oh, okay.
No, right now it's at 111,000.
Yeah, it's huge right now.
So,
like, just imagine if 18-year-old us, like, with our maintenance paychecks, just like instead of buying things, if we just put half of it into Bitcoin with our maintenance paychecks and with our our refund checks from school, if we just would have put like anything into Bitcoin, we'd be fine. We would have had nothing to do right now.
That hurts me so much internally.
My other one, or my second one, is I would have started this sooner. I would have started this podcast sooner.
This would have been fun to do while we were in college and living together.
Yeah.
This would have been fun.
This also just would have been something to do during the pandemic. That's really when a lot of internet accounts like took off. Like now, there's a 500 million podcasts. Everybody and their mother has a fucking podcast. Everybody that has $40 for a microphone that they don't use anymore. This guy is
you don't use your mic anymore?
No, it's just right here. I just use the I don't know if I think I tightened it up. I can't turn it. But yeah, I just use my headset mic because if I had headphones like yours, I would use the microphone, but with this headset mic, they like fight each other. They like don't know which one I'm trying to use. And yeah, and I'm sure there's some way that I can fix that. Mm-hmm. But I haven't looked into it. Like I can even switch the audio input on what we record on. But it's still like, no, you got another microphone on. You know, it's like, it just doesn't know what it wants to do. So it fucks with the mic a little bit. And what was the third thing? Oh, the third thing that I would do is like, I'm going to elaborate on this, but just as a broad umbrella, I would just do what I wanted to do instead of what other people thought I should do. Like I remember being in school, in high school, having like an interest in the career center for, you know, because they had like a computer thing at the career center. Yeah. And I remember being told like, and you know, they didn't use these exact words, but like, no, it was basically just like, no, the career center is for idiots and failures.
Yep.
Which is not true. I don't think that's true at all.
Most of them are very successful. Very successful.
Yeah, because most of them learned actual skills in trades. Yeah. But like that was like I wanted to go there to do the computer stuff, and I remember our counselor being like, "No, I don't think you want to go to the career center." I'm like, "Well, you don't know that." Like, yeah. I don't think I want to. Like, I don't know what I want to do. I'm a kid, but like you can't like. I'm sitting here telling you something that I want to do for a reason. You can't just tell me like, no, you should no, fuck that. Like what?
Yeah. That's a really good one. That's a really good one. And you thinking about it on that's a very good kind of perception that was built around the career center. You say that. I really enjoyed I enjoyed everything that was hands-on. I enjoyed the carpentry, the welding, the mechanics. I enjoyed the baking. Like,
Yeah.
I really did. My fear was that we were missing out on something by going there because they weren't the real classes.
Right.
So
Yeah.
it was like a different aspect, but it was still baked in. Like, that's for people that can't pass these classes.
Yeah, that's what it was like advertised as.
Yeah, or just don't want to try. And like, that's not like, obviously both of us very successful in school grade wise.
Yeah,
Like, it's not a problem to pass classes. It's just more of what's the perception of if we don't take them compared to going, So I fully understand what you mean. That's fun. And then, that's a good point.
Every one of those people that went there that didn't end up going to jail probably are living pretty well right now with what they learned there.
Yep. And enjoying what they're doing because it's at least something that they're knowledgeable on and that they've been practiced and trained in. Whereas, we could even take the beginning of the podcast. You going and trying something new, that's all well and good, but like, wouldn't it have been cooler if we really figured out what we enjoyed at 16 through 18 rather than having to figure it out 28 through 42?
Yeah. And then just be able to go do it instead of just being like, no, you get good grades and you give a shit, so you can't go to this thing that you want to go to. What? All right, sure.
Yeah, and that really is the perception. That is the perception. Your GPA's above this, you don't belong down there, son.
Yeah, you should be here. You should be here taking college classes and taking AP classes and taking this, and this, and taking it's 7 really maths and like you should just go through hell for stuff that you don't want to do because your grades are good. Yeah, like fuck you. Like,
really, really dumb. The skill sets that they learn down there, but more the interests that are kind of flourished and kind of. Oh no, exactly that. The interests that are cultivated and flourished down there. That's what leads into careers rather than jobs. Yeah. And it's the hardest thing. This podcast more than my actual job where I do every type of creative thing. This podcast has made me realize that I like the creative stuff. I like being able to do something and show, whether it be through emotion or whatever. I like to create feelings through content of some sort.
Yeah. But
I'm still not 100% set on marketing itself, and it's you talked at the beginning about you would do what you wanted, and it would even be going down to like going to college, going to the college that I wanted to, like really taking everything into consideration rather than the things that I thought were most important, and then that was it. From people's opinions, such as your parents, to anything else, there are certain things that are 10 times more subjective and, being the reasons for us making decisions rather than anything that we may personally want. And that's such a good point. Like, the more that I think on it, that's a really good one, dude. That's a really good one. I still think that your most relatable one is your first one.
Is the big
just
one,
because you're right. Holy shit, we're all dumbasses. What's wrong with us?
We all suck.
But man, you're absolutely right in terms of just quality of life and everything, and like you can make money or you could not make money. I don't make any money, but I've got a really high quality of life. I've got the highest quality of life I've ever had. And so I've got to assess that, and I've got to be like, man, set yourself up pretty good now. So now it's, I like that, dude. Yours are also really good. I think both of ours, now that I'm thinking about it, that was a good question, but those were good answers. For if anybody is listening, to maybe take a step back and think about either their past or what they're currently going through, because it's very relatable. I don't want to say problems, but feelings that we just discussed, and probably actually some of them may be current issues that people are going through. Honestly, we don't really. I guess I don't know.
Yeah,
that was a good question, and I love that you threw in the question, dude, because this week I was actually thinking like, man, write down a few questions would be good. I should do that, but I never got around to it.
Yeah,
but I love that.
I didn't even write that one down. I just thought of it yesterday at work. I said I got to hang on to that. I'll remember that.
I like it. That was a good one. I wanted to throw this out to you because it was kind of tossed into ideas. What about for season 2 of of Backroad Banter podcast? We do a wheel, like one of those website wheels, where we put in topics. It could be literally anything at all. Like we
That's
can talk
good.
about poverty,
I like that.
religion, flags, shoes, anything, and we just click it and it does it. And no matter what it is, it could be a 2-minute conversation, a 3-second conversation, or a 30-minute, in-depth, like something like religion we could really talk about. But we just have it. That way it's out of our control, but also sees what kind of organic conversation we can generate. And
that's a good one.
Presents our ideas to people, like our real, shows us to our viewers or to anybody that we watch.
I almost feel like maybe we could do that like regularly once we start the next year. But I feel like we could do a couple warm-up ones before then. Like we could do like for some specials or something, for some holiday shit. We could throw that in there.
Okay, I like that.
We could do a soft launch of that soon.
The Wheel of Questions. We can most certainly. I love that because I'm going to draw a sticker that's the Wheel of Fortune thing that's just going to have a bunch of questions on it and our logo in the center, and that's going to be a sticker for stuff. That'll be cool.
That's awesome.
Okay, cool. I'm glad you like that. I'm trying to think of throwing this out there as well. We will end this year on episode 52, which just proves we have hit every single week this year.
We didn't lose count. Yes.
That is, I'm very excited. I went through yesterday and was physically counting them, and I got super pumped for it because that's just awesome.
Yeah, that's good. The end of the year's coming soon.
Very much so.
9 weeks. Is that right? 43 right now? Yeah, 9 weeks. Well, shit, man. Yeah, if you have anything else, I think I'm gonna do my review that I had to do. I'm gonna do it real quick. I'm not gonna go too deep into it because I don't want to. It's new and I don't want to give any spoilers. I want people to watch it.
Yeah, I've got some stuff, but I can throw them into the end, and I'll let you do your review last. So I'll just do mine first because mine's probably gonna be slightly lackluster compared to yours. Just guessing because it's a normal one. Peelers. Special edition gummies.
Dude, before you review these, I had the banana ones for the first time the other day, and I hated them. We have a candy store down the road, and I didn't like them.
Are they not super artificial?
Yeah.
I thought they tasted like taffy.
Yeah, I kind of wish they tasted more like taffy. I didn't like them that much.
Oh,
I guess it was maybe the consistency of them, like the texture.
Yeah,
but that was my problem. I thought the peel tasted fine, but once you ate the inside, it was like, this sucks.
Yeah. Well, these right here, I only got them because they're a special one, but if you can't see it and you won't be able to.
That's a big-ass bag, dude. That thing was probably like $700.
They're $5.
Oh, okay.
They're raspberry and strawberry flavored, individually wrapped. Okay, they're cool because they are brains, a finger, an ear, or a foot.
Oh.
Okay, so like the brain for everybody is literally a brain, but what I like about it is once you tear into it, it is literally a brain.
Oh my God.
Dude, it is that way all the way through. Oh, I got another brain. We're gonna eat them until we get something else. The foots are cool. The feet are cool. So you can see the blood kind of coming through.
Are they like different flavors, or they all taste the same?
One's raspberry and one's strawberry, so they get between the two. Dude, these are my favorite peelers of all time.
Really?
They're fun. The flavor's solid. But they're fun. And you get this bag for $5.
And it gives you the illusion of eating people, which is pretty sweet.
Exactly. I love to eat people. That's my favorite hobby. Everybody knows that. Ask my wife. Okay. Now, that was my review. What's yours?
Oh, dude, I watched. It was a show I watched on Netflix. I feel like Jocelyn from the living room hears me talk about some of the things I'm talking about, and she's like, I almost feel like she feels insulted that she didn't get to do it because it was her idea to watch this, so I'll give her credit. But we watched Monster, the Ed Gein story.
Oh my gosh, bro!
That shit was wild.
Oh my gosh,
the shit's wild, and I can't help but laugh every time he talks.
I was just paying her a compliment.
Yeah,
dude.
Didn't mean nothing by it. Oh, she just texted me right now.
Jeez, I didn't mean nothing by it. Mother, you cannot talk. Oh my gosh, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say that. You robbed that one from me. I'm going drinking. No, you're not. Yes, I am. Dude, I have to watch it again just to get the voice down. I feel like my skill in the voice has dropped since I finished the show. When I was watching, I could do it.
You know what's the creepiest thing that he said to me in the entire thing was, why you always think I'm joking? Whenever he was talking that, and I was like, why is this girl not catching on to what he's saying right now? Like, why you always think I'm joking? Dude, I'm watching that right now. That is by far. First of all, I'm a little confused with it though, as to why it jumps from his story to the movie to a recreate. You know what I mean?
I think what they're trying to do. We deciphered it by the end of it. I think what they're trying to do is they I don't know how far on you are in. They don't just flash it forward to one movie. They kind of like. They do that, I guess, to show the influence, because he was so long ago. I think they do that to show the influence of, like, that this guy had on not only horror movies, but serial killers as well.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, thank you for putting... I'm not...
Because I know at the beginning of it, I said, what the fuck is going on? And then by the end of it, I'm like, oh, okay. That's what the fuck's going on. Like, they're showing how much this guy, like...
I felt so rude. That makes sense. I felt so rude because yesterday Faith was like, so is he, referencing... She asked me a question referencing how it was jumping back. And I was like, listen, I don't know what's going on. If you're not paying attention, you don't know what's going on. This happened. I'm confused. But it's such a, like, creepy... Dude, whoever that actor is, hats off to him.
He's the dude from Sons of Anarchy, apparently. I didn't know that because I'd never seen it, but Jocelyn told me that.
Yeah, I haven't watched that. But you know what? That kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to interrupt you. I know we got talking. So what's your review of it? What's
it was good. I liked it. Yeah. I'd give it like I mean, for what it is, like if we were to break it into a category of biopics or whatever that would be considered, I guess kind of sort of, but not really, because I know some things were exaggerated or filled in or whatever, but
yeah,
for what it is, it's way up there. I liked it better than the Jeffrey Dahmer one, which I watched the Jeffrey Dahmer one. I thought it was crazy. For what it is, it gets a 10. For like just in general, I'd give it like a 7.5. Like, it was good. You know what I mean? It's hard. I think it's hard for that category of thing to get a 10 overall, but it's interesting. Like, you learn some shit. It was weird as fuck, as a thing about a guy that did the things that he does or did. He really liked Nazi propaganda. But it's also a thing that, like, by the end of it, you see really like what incredibly fucked up brain can make somebody do. Because by the end of it, by all accounts, like in the mental hospital, he was fine. Like, once he got on medication and shit, but he was like a schizophrenic or whatever. He was hearing like his mom talk to him.
His mom,
yeah.
Argue with his mom. full-on arguments. That's where I'm at. I'm probably on episode 3 or 4, so I'm not too... So I've still probably got some.
Let me know whenever you get to the episode where the lady gives him the sandwiches and he freaks out about it, and you'll really enjoy that shit because I laughed really hard. Like it's funny. It's like it's not a funny show, but there were so many points of it I laughed just because of like what he said and how he said it.
It's the humor of thinking reality in that situation. Taking it as reality. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah. That's dude, you know what shocked me in that? This shows you where I'm at with it. How pissed off he got at the bartender.
Yeah.
I was prepared for him to get mad. How the did he get that gun in there? Spoiler alert. How did he get that gun in there?
Dude, back in the day, you could just bring a gun into anywhere, especially in Wisconsin.
I guess that's just the rule. Like, you always got to carry protection, so he carried it.
Yeah, he walked in there and he said, "What are you doing?" He was like, "Oh, I was out hunting some squirrels." That's what he said, right? He was hunting squirrels or rabbits or deer or something. Was hoping to come across one.
Dude, it's just so funny to me that it's a good distinction. I'm glad you threw it in like 2 minutes ago that this was so long ago, because that's why we're saying this takes place in the 40s and 50s.
If this dude did this exact shit in today's world, he would be caught in about 4 hours.
Yes. Yeah. Even in the 90s, he would have been caught pretty freaking quick.
Probably like a day or two, yeah.
Yeah. And that's also why Wyatt, if you don't know, if anybody is listening, that's why he said he's obsessed with Nazi propaganda. It's because that time period, there's a lot of it in various formats.
It was like right as the World War ended, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, so there was a bunch of magazines, comic books, pictures, videos, all that stuff. So he was able to come across certain formats of it. And it's not like he was 1980 going after it, you know. It was a little more understanding, especially taking into consideration again that you mentioned that he was schizophrenic. So
he had like some legitimate problems, yeah.
And you could tell throughout it, at least even to the few episodes that I've watched, that he was obsessed with skin. He was obsessed with that. Like, they did a good job at focusing on that, while also I was very questionable for the first few episodes in thinking like what his obsession was, just because it had showed so many, it kind of clued in on so many different things. But then obviously it makes sense.
Yeah, he liked skin, he liked lingerie. I'm not like, I think sometimes he liked women. And when I say he liked lingerie, he didn't like it on women.
He liked it on him.
He just liked it. He liked wearing it.
Yeah. And whenever he says he liked women, he doesn't mean he liked men. It's just that sometimes he only liked women. Like,
yeah.
At least to the points that I've seen, he doesn't seem any way to be gay. Like, to have those tendencies. He just
likes dressing up like a woman, but like he likes women. Yeah, he's just a weird cat.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good review, dude. It's funny. Yeah. I'm watching that. I'll mention it in the next podcast or whenever I'm able to finish it.
Yeah, just be on the lookout for the sandwiches and you'll know what I'm talking about. You'll be like, "Oh shit, that's it. This is it."
Heck yeah. Well, I'll make sure to do that.
When you know the sandwiches are in, that's when you can start listening.
I'll remember
real
to text you. Yeah, I'll remember to be like, "Dude, you were right."
You'll probably know exactly what line I'm talking about too, because you'll be like, "What the did he just call those things?"
Yeah.
He gets super worked up. It's fun. It's funny as shit. But yeah, dude, that's my review, and that's about all I got, bro. If you got any last minute shenanigans,
I do.
Let's have them.
Not shenanigans. I just got some last minute, not even rants, just random things to throw in. Some things I was going to cover, but I'm not going to. Amazon.com has released some Amazon golf balls, $24.99 for a 24 pack. I believe that's the price. Somebody go check them out, review them. Maybe I will. I don't know.
Do you think if AWS shuts down again, the golf balls won't work?
That would. I'm going to make sure to email that to be covered in their next their next board meeting, because That would be pretty bad if you were halfway through, the Wi-Fi dropped, and your ball just hit.
Yeah, or if it just didn't move at all, it stayed in place like Thor's hammer, and fucking AWS shuts down again, and you break your fucking driver.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking about. Meadowbrook Mall, where the Garfields used to be, the restaurant.
I love that place.
A new restaurant, The Weekend Bistro and Bar, is coming in there. Just
nice.
Announced. Yep, super excited for that.
The Weekend's coming in there.
Yeah, The Weekend is coming in there. So women, get ready. Supreme Court is currently ruling on marijuana users to be able to own firearms. Currently, in most states, it is set that you can't purchase firearms after having it, but this is to own them, so that's a big deal. Everybody should watch out for that. There is a version in the Injustice comic books where Robin dies by a crowbar.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. I find it funny, and I just wanted to throw it in here because he most certainly is human, and that would kill me. So that makes sense, and I find it funny.
They put that in Titans, by the way. I don't know if you ever watched Titans. They put that in Titans.
I've watched some of it. I haven't finished the show yet. But that makes sense.
If they didn't either. It got canceled.
I don't know if you remember him, but when we were in college, our freshman and sophomore year specifically, there was a guy named Booby. He was on the football team. Really cool dude. I forget where he was from. Probably, I think, Maryland. I just found out this week whenever I was talking to an old professor of mine that Booby had passed away. So I just want to shout out to Booby. Booby, you were cool. I have many snaps of you, and just thanks for being a chill guy. And I'm sorry that you were murdered, because it's not like
oh my god.
Yeah, he was murdered. That's why I'm mentioning it, because it's bullshit. And this
That's
is
awful.
most certainly, Booby was not, this dude was not a gang member, not a banger, not in any way associated. He was just, not at the time of college, so I don't see it afterwards. But anyways, very surprising and very sad. So I'm gonna shout out him.
I never met the guy, but I do remember hearing about him from you, and that's terrible, because I can't imagine that he deserved that.
The second that it just that messed with me. And other than that, I'll end it with these pictures right here. Selena 52 has a diner, and their social media page
fuck.
I thought was low. I was like, damn, they made a social media page. It's got like 50,000 followers. So this been around for a minute. These are just two that I found. So there you go, Wyatt.
You want me to read these?
Yeah, you can read them, sure.
The first one, it's Friday, and we are excited to announce that we have rotisserie rat on the frozen vegetable medley on deck for our special today. This meal can be yours for just $18.03 plus tax, or you can upgrade to include utensils and a drink for only $8.41 more. What a deal!
I just like how fried that rat looks, and not in the good fried way. It's like...
It looks alive. It's just they cooked its skin.
Yeah, the head looks fully... Yeah, you're right. That's funny.
The second one is hilarious.
I'm throwing the second one in here because it is the Selena 52 Diner post of the week, but also very relevant with all of the, all the rallies going on.
Yeah. Thank you to dozens of people who came to show support for our No Burger Kings rally this morning. You all made it very clear to the entire world today that Selena has always been about the people, and we will never bend the knee to these to Big Burger around these parts. And some of the signs: Burger King is evil. Down with King. Nick Saban loves Whoppers, and support our diner. And go Vols in the back, by the way. Yeah.
That's just too good. You can't not enjoy it. Just like our podcast, that brought me a few laughs, and I hope ours does to some people. So that's just good. Wanted to mention it. Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I was not planning on talking about anything on my list other than my review, but I hit most of them just within that last little bit, and then our organic conversations we were able to have. So that's awesome.
Nice.
Succeeding in many ways an autistic man would.
Oh shit! I think that's a good point to fucking wrap it up.
Yeah, I agree. I hope everybody's enjoyed this one. If you haven't, try episode 34.
Yeah, and if you don't like that one, then you try the next one. Actually, try 44 or any of the next like 100 or so.
Yeah, just keep trying until we quit, and then once we quit, go back and rewatch them.
Yeah,
one of them we'll enjoy.
And I hope you know that if we quit, it's probably only because one of us made a lot of money doing something very important. So
we just don't have time to anymore.
Yeah, right. That'll be it. Yeah.
Or, and this is like lowest chance, but it's a chance. You don't watch my podcast and I kill myself.
Oh, yeah. All right.
So you guys better watch, or it's on you.
Oh, shit. Oh, that's a good one. Well, that's a good one to wrap this up on. Yeah, so everybody take that piece of information, sleep on it, and sleep on it for a whole week, actually, and we'll see you back here for 44.